All right, so we find ourselves back into distance learning, weather related this time, which is, I guess, a benefit. It's a better thing because it's only supposed to be limited, right? We should be back this week in building, but during the time from that we're out, we're still going to do school. And that means that today, as I discussed Friday, for those that were here, those that weren't, we missed you. We're going to be doing test review today. Well, I guess I should say unit review, because tomorrow we are going to do a quiz instead of a test. Now, what's the difference between the two? I mentioned this in class Friday, but again, for those not here, I will go ahead and say it again. A quiz means lower points. So a test is 100 points, right? Well, a quiz is going to be a less amount of points. So they're still important because they're going to sum up the unit, but as it's a quiz, that means that I'm going to not have it as big of an impact on your overall score. That way, if you're not as trustworthy, I'm not saying you are or are not, I don't have to worry about it. You're getting the quiz. And it's less questions, so even better for you guys. Yeah, I see, and less questions for me to grade too. But today is the actual review, and as we can see here, you will be pulling up, of course, in your Google Classroom through the Kami app or in paper packets if you don't have that. And I don't know if you're listening to me then, if that's the case. But you're going to be working on these problems. I believe the review has somewhere north of 20 some problems on it, I think. Maybe 20 is the actual magic number. Let's see. 20 it is. Yes, I was right. 20 problems that you're working through. Representation of these 20 problems will show up on the quiz tomorrow. So make sure you're getting these. It's not going to be the exact same questions because since it's all here in the Google Classroom, I can't make it that easy. But they're going to be similar questions, similar type of stuff. So we're going to go back to the beginning here and start kind of doing a quick run through. So first and foremost, you have some multiple choice, picking which of these coordinate planes show you the proper one with a shape located at a certain point. That's all you're doing on that one, right? That entire page for that one problem. And then 2 and 3 actually has some transformations going on. One of these looks like it's going to be a reflection. One of these is going to be a rotation. You have all of this in your notes, or you can pull the notes up out of your Google Classroom, of course. Transformation. We covered this during the obviously initial distance learning, 2.5 weeks of that. All your content is on the Google Classroom. If you send me a message saying, how do I find this information? I may laugh a lot, and I will try to answer honestly. Anyways, so transformations going on here. Looks like here's a couple more transformations. Look at that. Even more transformations. Do you get what's important here? I want to make sure you know how to do these transformations, how to slide, flip, and turn your shapes. So this is an important piece of the coordinate plane unit because it's going to move us into the other stuff as well. Okay, more transformations, more transformations. Here we go, distance between points. They give you the graph. So how are you going to find distance between points? Maybe count your units between the dots. That's up to you. Do the math too. If you want to get the coordinates and do the actual math, that's good practice. Sure, why not? We have a little bit of determine coordinates of a certain designed shape. Read the problems in question, answer it. Simple enough, right? More of that, more of that. Here we have some quadrant questions. Determine which quadrant each pair of coordinates will be in. So not just this one, not just this one, or this one, but all 4. So that means I need 4 answers out of that one problem for 17, 18, and 19. And hey, why not? Nope, 19 and 20 are a little different here. So 19 and 20, they're a little more complex, more critical thinking. I bet you can get it. I hope you can. Remember, these separate questions you'll see tomorrow on the quiz. The quiz will be posted bright and early, 8 a.m., as well as maybe a little guided video. We'll see what happens. All right, get to work on the review. Email me with questions. I'll be at home, so I'll be answering as best I can while I'm busy answering my daughter's questions and trying to control my little boy. So have a good one. Be safe. Stay warm. We'll see you hopefully back in class Thursday. See what happens.